Hey there, welcome back to Game Vinyl. My name is Dave, and today we are reviewing the game Planet. Now, as a disclaimer, this was sent to us by our friends up north, Outset Games. There they are, Outset Games. They are fantastic, and they've been partnering with us and helping us do these reviews for a while now. Really do appreciate it. Now, this is a blue-orange game, so they distribute this, and this game here is a very interesting one. It's a tile placing game, but it has to do with magnets, 3D sphere, and world building. It's pretty interesting. So if you're into tile laying games for families, stay tuned because you might like this one. But before we do all that, let me show you what comes in this very interesting box. Okay, so these are the components, but first I want to show off the insert. It is pretty incredible. It houses all this stuff neatly. I would say the cards are the only thing that might get ajar, but look at what we got here. This is impressive. Not a lot of stuff here, but what is here is top notch. You have these kind of hex planet things that are pretty light. They're hollow, and they're sturdy though. I think there were two versions. There was like a silver circle one that were like magnets that you could actually tell were magnets, but this seems to be like a different edition with blue magnets. Don't quote me on that, but they are really cool. Metal pieces more. These are the magnets, the tiles. So they're hefty, thick pieces with different areas here. I think it was called mountain, grass, desert, and winter, ice, whatever that is, and then you get some cards for different things that I'll tell you about here when I explain how to play this game. And this is something that it would look like when it's all complete. Very cool. So let me just tell you how to play this game. Okay, so this is the game setup. It's going to consist over 12 rounds. After that 12 rounds, you will score your cards, the animals, and you will score your secret, like, terrain card. So what are you trying to do to get those cards? Well, you are drafting. You will take 5 of these magnet tiles and take one of them and boom, place it on your planet, and everyone else will do the same thing, and then you'll take the rest of them and put them on down to the last 2 piles here, and you'll continue to do that until a card pops up here. So we will do that with this second pile. Put a let's see, I see that the blizzard's coming up here, so I'm gonna put some blizzard on here, but maybe I make it match up with my my mountains here. Okay, and then I draft them on down. Now, when this card comes up, we will kind of score it. Somebody will take this card. It will be the person who has the largest frozen area that is not next to a forest. So mine isn't next to a forest at all, so this qualifies. I could win with that tiny little triangle, and all of the spaces are in triangle form, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in each one of these tiles here. So maybe I get this card and I keep it. Now at the end of the game, I will get 1 point for every card that is the same as my terrain, and 2 points for every card that's different from my terrain. So every one of these blue cards that I get, I'll get an extra point, but everything else that's different, I will get 2 points. So this is secret. You kind of keep it down, but it's not too big of a deal. It's not the most secret to have, but you'll continue to draft these tiles as you go down, winning off these cards until you get to the very end of the 12th round. That's when you will flip this over, and it'll tell you how many points you get. If you get 18 triangles, you get 2 points. 30 triangles, it'll be a whole globe of water, but you'll get 30 points, which is a lot. But let me show you what a finished product would look like. For this, I have my globe, and because there are 12 little patches here, I'm going to be able to finish it out and then do my final scoring. Again, 1 point for everything that is the same as your card, and 2 points for everything that is different, and then you will score this. Whoever has the most points is the winner. Now let me tell you what I think about this game. Now that is the game of Planet, and I do think the cover is pretty stellar. I wish there was more stars around it, but other than that, I like the way that they went with the art style here. what do I think of it overall, though? What score does it get? That's what you want to know. It gets an 82 from me, which is the GameVine Play It Award. Absolutely. I think this is a fantastic family game. The aspect of building something and then looking at it at the very end of the game is one of my favorite things about board games, just in general, and this does it in spades. Yes, it's a bit gimmicky, and yes, it's only a tile laying game. I don't think it wouldn't really work if you go flat. I think it has to be like a wraparound sphere. So the gimmick is actually essential to the gameplay, and I totally dig it. I think it's great for the kids, and I do think adults can be competitive with this game. Now, it might get a little bit stale in nature when it comes to strategizing, and I think there are only really two ways you can really go when you try to win this game. It's either go with your terrain card, or you go with the animals and try to really bank on them, because the world that you build, unless you're really lucky, can only sustain one kind of viable winning strategy. So it might become a little bit samey, but I had fun with this game regardless. I think this is going to be one of those really cool classic games. It's a good game for, I would say, competitive players. They can get like a mid-maxi kind of tile laying aspect to it, but I think it's really good. I think where it sits perfectly is in the family game genre. I love that it's easy to teach. I love the art. I think there are enough cards in here for a decent amount of replayability that has variation to it. So if that seems cool to you, and you should know by now, there will be a link down below so you can click it and then go straight to where you can purchase this bad boy. I do absolutely recommend it. If you get a chance to play it, absolutely do so. So again, thank you so much Outset for helping us out with this review and supporting the channel. Thank you so much Vine Nation for clicking like and subscribe. Until the next time that I see you, have a great rest of your day and a great time with all you play. You heard it here in the GameVine, and I'm out. Vine Nation, we love making content here for you on the channel, and we're almost at 10,000 subscribers, so subscribe now and help us out. This video right here, I think you'll like. This video right here, YouTube thinks you'll like. Or you can just sit here and watch me dance as a dinosaur for a little bit longer. You can visit us at our social media outlets, and we're going to be improving our Patreon here soon. That's all for today. Miko, it's time to go. Good girl, Miko.